All right, let's dive into a world of skull steel and some serious style. Today we're checking out SkullJewelry.com.
SkullJewelry.com.
Yeah, it's a site I've actually been a fan of for quite a while.
Oh, cool.
Their pieces just have this unapologetic boldness that I just absolutely love. Yeah, it's like they're not afraid to make a statement.
Okay. I'll admit Skull Jewelry isn't usually my first choice, but hey, I'm always up for discovering something new.
Right.
So what is it about this brand that really hooked you?
Why?
Is it all just skulls, or is there more to it?
That's what we're going to find out.
Okay.
But first, let's address the elephant in the room, or should I say the skull on the website.
All right.
Yes, they embraced the skull motif wholeheartedly.
Okay.
But what surprised me was the variety. You know, it's not just a few skull rings and call it a day.
Right.
They have rings, necklaces, earrings, even belt buckles.
Really? Belt buckles, too?
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Wow, 50-plus collections according to their site.
We know, right?
That's a lot more diverse than I expected.
Yeah, you've got collections like Lucky 13, which really caught my eye.
Okay.
Mixes skulls with like these traditional good luck symbols.
Interesting.
Then there's badass rings. Yeah, those are pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, I guess so.
And get this, a whole collection dedicated to earrings.
Okay.
So clearly they're catering to a wider range of tastes than you might initially think.
Yeah, it definitely challenges the stereotype of skull jewelry only being for, like a niche audience.
Right.
Maybe they're tapping into like a broader desire for self-expression.
Yeah.
Using the skull as a starting point rather than the whole story.
Exactly. And speaking of starting points, one thing that's always impressed me about SkullJewelry.com is their focus on quality.
Okay.
Their tagline mentions using heavy-duty 316L stainless steel that won't fade or break. And as someone who wears their jewelry pretty much 24/7, that's a huge selling point for me.
Now that's something I can appreciate. 316L stainless steel. It's known for its durability. It's highly resistant to corrosion and tarnishing.
Yeah.
It's the same grade of steel they use in like high-end watches and even surgical instruments.
Wow.
So if you're looking for jewelry that can withstand, daily wear and tear, this is a really good sign.
You're not getting flimsy, cheap metal that'll turn your finger green.
Right.
This stuff is built to last.
Yeah.
And they claim to offer a luxury feel without the high price.
Okay. But do the prices actually reflect that?
Well, let's see.
All right.
This Hellraiser ring, it was originally $129.95.
Okay.
It's on sale for $48.06 with a special code.
Right.
And this black onyx biker ring, originally $79.95 down to $30.
Wow, those are some significant discounts.
I know, right?
You're definitely getting a lot of bang for your buck, especially considering the quality of the materials.
And it's not just us saying that they've got over 15,000 five-star reviews.
Wow.
And over 170,000 customers.
That's a lot of happy customers.
That's a pretty solid indicator that people are genuinely happy with what they're getting.
Absolutely. That's what we call social proof.
Yeah.
When you see that many positive reviews, it builds trust and suggests that the brand is actually delivering on its promises.
For sure.
It really speaks volumes about their customer satisfaction.
Totally. And for those who like their jewelry with a side of patriotism,
Oh, yeah.
they proudly state located in Utah, USA, by American.
Interesting. So they're playing that card.
Yeah.
Appealing to those who prioritize supporting American-made products is definitely a smart move. It's a great way to tap into, a specific market segment.
And to top it all off, they offer free same-day shipping.
Really?
All orders placed before 2 p.m. ship out the same day.
Talk about instant gratification.
Right.
In today's world, fast-paced everything, that kind of speedy service is a huge plus.
So far, we've got durable materials, diverse designs, great prices, tons of happy customers, American-made pride, and lightning-fast shipping.
I'm starting to see why you're such a fan.
Right.
But let's dive a little deeper. What about the designs themselves?
Okay.
How do they translate that boldness you mentioned into the actual pieces?
Okay, let's get into the nitty-gritty of those collections.
All right.
I'm dying to hear your take on the Badass Rings collection.
Okay.
Those always catch my eye.
Lead the way. I'm curious to see what makes these rings stand out from, let's say, a more traditional jewelry brand.
Yeah. Okay, so picture this.
All right.
Okay, so picture this. A skull wearing a crown of thorns.
Okay.
Intricately carved from stainless steel. That's the kind of imagery you'll find in the Badass Rings collection.
Okay.
It's not just skulls, though.
Okay.
They have rings with serpents, dragons, even a fist clutching a skull.
Oh, wow. There's a lot of symbolism at play here.
Yeah.
The crown of thorns, traditionally associated with suffering.
Yeah.
It kind of takes on a different meaning when paired with the skull.
Right.
It's almost like a symbol of defiance, rising above challenges or maybe even mocking them.
Yeah, I love that interpretation.
Yeah.
It's like saying, yeah, life throws punches, but I'm still here and I'm going to look damn good while facing it.
Right.
That's the vibe I get from a lot of their designs.
Yeah.
It's not just about looking tough. It's about projecting an attitude.
Yeah.
A sense of resilience.
Right, and that ties back to what you said earlier about the quality of their materials.
Exactly.
These rings are meant to be worn every day, through thick and thin.
Yeah.
The fact that they use 316L stainless steel, the same stuff used in surgical instruments,
Right.
suggests they're serious about durability.
Yeah.
These aren't delicate pieces meant to be kept in a jewelry box.
Exactly. They're built to withstand the wear and tear of an active lifestyle.
Yeah.
And that fits their target audience perfectly. Bikers, rockers, anyone who lives life on their own terms.
Makes sense.
These are people who need jewelry that can keep up with them.
It's interesting how they've managed to combine that tough, almost industrial aesthetic
Yeah.
with the intricate detailing.
Yeah.
Some of those rings have incredible craftsmanship.
Uh-huh.
Like the one with
Hey,
the
folks,
serpent
SkullJewelry.com
winding around
here.
the skull.
I want to show you these
It's
three
both
rings.
menacing and beautiful.
Absolutely. Each piece feels like a miniature work of art.
Yeah.
It's clear they've put a lot of thought into the design and the craftsmanship. They're not just slapping a skull on something and calling it a day.
Right, and let's not forget about the affordability factor.
Yeah.
Even with the high-quality materials and the intricate designs,
Right.
their prices are surprisingly reasonable.
I know.
Especially with those sales you mentioned earlier.
Yep.
That Hellraiser ring for under $50,
I know.
that's a steal.
It's almost like they're challenging the idea that high-quality jewelry has to be expensive.
Yeah.
They're making a statement about accessibility, too.
Which is probably why they have so many loyal customers.
Oh.
Over 170,000 and counting, according to their site.
Yeah.
And let's not forget those glowing reviews.
So many 5-star reviews.
Clearly, they're doing something right.
Speaking of doing things right,
Yeah.
let's talk about those earrings.
Okay.
I was actually shocked by how diverse that collection is.
Really?
It's not all skulls and crossbones,
Okay.
although they have plenty of those too.
Now that you mention it, I am curious about the earrings. We've been talking about this boldness that defines SkullJewelry.com.
Uh-huh.
But earrings can often be more subtle, more delicate.
Yeah.
How does their earring collection fit into that image?
You'd be surprised.
Okay.
They actually have some pieces that are surprisingly delicate, like these angel wing earrings I've been eyeing.
Angel wing earrings.
Yeah. But they're not your typical cutesy angel wings, you know.
Okay.
They have more gothic, edgy vibe.
So they're still playing with that darker aesthetic,
Yeah.
but in a way that might appeal to someone who doesn't want to wear like a giant skull on their earlobe.
Exactly. And they've got these intricate Celtic knot earrings that are absolutely stunning.
Oh.
It shows they're not just about the shock value of a skull.
Hmm.
They appreciate good craftsmanship and design, regardless of the subject matter.
Yeah.
They even have these small stud earrings with tiny skulls,
Okay.
which I think are a great way to add a touch of edge to your look without being too over the top.
It seems like they're really trying to offer something for everyone while still staying true to their overall aesthetic.
Right. And that brings us back to their commitment to customer satisfaction.
Yeah.
Remember those 15,000 5-star reviews?
Yeah. A lot of happy customers.
That speaks volumes about their dedication to providing a positive customer experience.
Absolutely. In a world where online shopping can sometimes feel impersonal,
Yeah,
that kind of customer-centric approach is really refreshing.
I think you're right.
And it probably plays a big role in building that loyal customer base they've cultivated.
And when you combine that with their fast shipping and great customer service,
Yeah.
it's no wonder they're so popular. People want to feel valued, and SkullJewelry.com clearly gets that.
So we've talked about rings and earrings, but I'm curious about those belt buckles you mentioned earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Are they just for bikers, or do they have a broader appeal?
Oh, the belt buckles are fantastic.
Okay.
They're like little pieces of wearable art for your waist. And they're not just for bikers either.
Okay.
Anyone who wants to add a touch of rebellious flair to their outfit can rock a SkullJewelry.com belt buckle.
Okay.
They've got everything from classic skull designs to more intricate pieces with flames, snakes, and even a grenade.
A grenade belt buckle. That's definitely making a statement.
Right, and they're all made from that same heavy-duty stainless steel.
Okay.
So, they're built to last.
Yeah.
Plus, they're surprisingly affordable, especially compared to some of the designer belt buckles out there.
It sounds like they've really thought about creating a complete line of accessories for their customers.
Yeah.
Rings, earrings, belt buckles. Is there anything they don't offer?
Well, they do have pendants, too.
Oh.
From skulls to crosses to angel wings.
Right.
They've got a pendant for every taste and style. And just like their other pieces, they're made from high-quality stainless steel.
Yeah.
So they're not going to break or tarnish.
It's amazing how they've managed to build a brand around such a specific motif,
Yeah.
the skull, and yet offer so much variety and appeal to such a diverse range of people.
Right. It's proof that you shouldn't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
Or, in this case, a jewelry brand by its skull.
Right.
But there's one collection we haven't touched on yet
Okay.
that I think really highlights their unique approach, the Lucky 13 collection.
Oh, yes, that's the one that caught my attention earlier.
Yeah.
Mixing skulls with traditional good luck symbols.
Bruh.
Seems like an interesting juxtaposition.
It is.
What's the story behind that collection?
Well, it's all about embracing good fortune and defying superstition.
Okay.
It's like they're taking something that's often seen as unlucky,
Yeah.
the number 13,
Right.
and turning it into a symbol of empowerment.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
It seems like they're challenging conventional thinking and encouraging people to create their own luck.
Exactly. It's a really cool concept, and the designs are amazing.
Yeah.
They've got rings with skulls, and the number 13 cleverly integrated into the design.
Interesting.
It's like they're reclaiming the number and turning it into a badge of honor.
That's such a powerful message.
Right.
It's about taking control of your own destiny and not letting superstition dictate your life.
And they've got other pieces that incorporate symbols associated with good luck,
Okay.
like horseshoes and four-leaf clovers.
Yeah.
But always with that edgy SkullJewelry.com twist.
Right. So it's still within their overall aesthetic, but
Yeah.
with a twist.
Exactly, and I think that's what makes SkullJewelry.com so special. They're not afraid to experiment, to push boundaries, and to create something truly unique.
Yeah.
They're not just selling jewelry, they're selling a lifestyle and attitude.
And they're doing it with a level of quality and affordability that's hard to beat.
Right.
I'm starting to see why you're such a fan.
I told you.
Yeah.
But you know what? I think we've only scratched the surface here.
Really?
There's so much more to explore on SkullJewelry.com. From their detailed biker rings to their delicate angel wing earrings.
Yeah.
They truly have something for everyone who wants to embrace their inner rebel.
I have to admit, I'm impressed.
Yeah?
They've managed to create a brand that's edgy and rebellious, yet also surprisingly sophisticated and accessible.
I know, right?
I might even have to add a few pieces to my cart myself.
Don't fight it. Embrace the skull.
Uh-huh.
But seriously, I think SkullJewelry.com is a great example of how a brand can be both niche and widely appealing at the same time.
Yeah.
They've found a way to connect with people who are looking for something different, something that reflects their individuality and their desire to stand out from the crowd.
And they've done it with style, quality, and affordability.
Exactly.
Let's have a look.
So to wrap things up,
Yeah.
if you're looking for high-quality, badass jewelry that makes a statement and won't break the bank,
Yeah.
look no further than SkullJewelry.com. They've got something for everyone, from the seasoned skull enthusiast to the curious newbie.
Don't be fooled by the name.
Right.
While skulls are definitely their signature, SkullJewelry.com offers a surprising range of designs and styles to suit any bold soul.
Yeah.
Their commitment to quality, affordability, and customer satisfaction is evident in every piece they create.
And who knows, maybe you'll discover a new side of yourself, a hidden rebellious streak, just waiting to be unleashed.
Interesting.
So go ahead, embrace your inner badass, and check out SkullJewelry.com.
All right.
Stay bold, my friends. As we've been talking, I kept thinking back to something you said earlier about SkullJewelry.com challenging the stereotype of skull jewelry.
Oh, yeah.
It's so true. They've managed to make it sophisticated, accessible, even, dare I say, mainstream.
It is fascinating how they've walked that line. There's a definite edge to their aesthetic, but they've also managed to appeal to a much wider audience than you might expect.
Right. It's like they've taken this symbol that's often associated with darkness and rebellion and turned it into a statement of personal empowerment. It's not about being scary or intimidating. It's about owning your style and not being afraid to stand out.
And that's reflected in everything from their diverse designs to their commitment to quality and affordability. They're not excluding anyone who wants to embrace that bold spirit.
Exactly. And speaking of boldness, there's one more aspect of SkullJewelry.com that I think we need to highlight: their customer service.
Oh, their customer service.
Yeah. I mean, 15,000 five-star reviews don't just happen by accident.
That's a great point.
Right?
It's easy to get caught up in the aesthetics and the symbolism.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, a brand's success comes down to how they treat their customers.
Oh, totally. And SkullJewelry.com seems to go above and beyond in that department.
Okay, how so?
Free same-day shipping, easy returns, and responsive customer support. They've really thought of everything.
It creates a sense of trust and loyalty.
Yeah.
When you know a company stands behind its products and values its customers, you're more likely to become a repeat buyer.
Absolutely. And I think that's what sets SkullJewelry.com apart from so many other brands out there.
Yeah. What do you think it is?
They're not just selling jewelry. They're building a community.
A community?
Of like-minded individuals who share a passion for bold style and self-expression.
And that sense of community is something truly special.
Right.
It's not just about buying a product. It's about connecting with a brand that aligns with your values and aesthetic.
Well said. So if you're looking for high-quality, stylish jewelry that makes a statement and won't break the bank, I highly recommend checking out SkullJewelry.com.
Right.
They have something for everyone, whether you're a seasoned skull enthusiast or just starting to explore this bold style.
I have to admit, I came into this deep dive with a bit of skepticism.
Yeah.
But after exploring their website and hearing your insights, I'm genuinely impressed.
Really?
Yeah, they've managed to create a brand that's both edgy and accessible, rebellious and sophisticated.
I knew you'd come around.
Haha.
And that's the beauty of SkullJewelry.com. They've taken a symbol that's often misunderstood and turned it into a celebration of individuality, strength, and living life on your own terms. So go ahead, embrace your inner badass, and check out SkullJewelry.com. You might just surprise yourself with what you discover.